Hello, fellow Catholics. This is Sergio Becerra II, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to continue reading The History of the Popes by Rupert Matthews. So, in our last video, we finished reading about Pope St. Linus, and today we're going to be reading the history of Pope St. Anacletus, the third Pope of Rome, from 76 AD to 92 AD. So, this will be another short video that we're going to get into. So let us begin. The confusion that surrounds the early papacy, due to a lack of reliable records, is exemplified by Anacletus. His name is given in different sources as Anacletus, Ana- Anacletus, and Cletus. And for many years, it was thought that Cletus had been a different person to Anacletus. So that's the opening introduction. So here we go. This original confusion led to scholarly disputes over both the order in which Cletus and Anacletus had held office and their respective dates. However, it is now officially held that the three names actually refer to a single person, a saint whose day is celebrated on April 26th. The name Anacletus is Greek, but this pope is recorded as having been born in Rome. It is assumed that his parents were Greeks. Greeks, sorry, let me read that again. It is assumed that his parents were Greeks resident in Rome, and some have suggested that they were slaves. The name Anacletus, the name Anacletus seems to have been most common among educated slaves and to have meant blameless. One of the accusations thrown at the early church by its pagan opponents was that it was a religion of slaves and the poor. So the origins of Anacletus may have been of the lowest social order. So so there has been like confusion and disputes with Anacletus's name, saying saying he may have been born of Greek descent, but it shows that he was born in that he was born in Rome, then his parents were of Greek origin, and and suggesting that he might that his parents and including himself may have been slaves. And then, of course, this is still during the days of the Roman Empire, where they view Christianity as a religion being adopted by slaves and poor people. And of course, the Roman Empire was still considered a pagan civilization. I've done as much research as I can about Pope Saint Anacletus, and there's not that much information either. Even in this chapter, there isn't that much about him as well. I'm gonna read right here this highlighted paragraph where it says early sources. No con no contemporary written records of the earliest popes survive. Our knowledge of papal history before about 200 comes from a variety of later sources, which may or may not be reliable. From about 200 onward, there are references in letters and other documents to the then pope, but for the earlier popes, historians historians rely on a mix of documents. Potentially the most useful of these is the Liber Pontific- Pontificalis, a book that lists all popes, giving their dates and any noteworthy actions. The book was compiled in about 250 from earlier records, now lost, and oral traditions. For the earliest popes, the record details are scanty and often contradictory. So this here just talks about records of some of the earlier popes, even a book called the Liber Pontificalis, um, about the records of every pope going back from St. Peter on forward. by the time the church was already into the mid 3rd century. So let's keep moving forward. The rest of this chapter. That Anacletus took over from Linus is certain, but his dates are not. Some sources say he held the papacy from 76. Others give the years 77, 79, or 80. Likewise, his death is recorded as having taken place in 88 or 92. It is generally agreed that this pope is the same man as Anacletus, who was made a bishop by St. Peter. His only recorded act is that one December he ordained 25 priests to minister to the Christian community of Rome. Even that fact is disputed, however. It is recorded in the Liber Pontificalis, which was drawn up about the year 250. By that date, Rome was divided into 25 parishes, and some historians think that the compilers of the book, knowing nothing for certain about Anacletus, decided to record that he had created this division of the city to give him credit for something. The Liber Pontificalis also claims that he crowned. Let me read that again. The Liber Pontificalis also claims that he was crowned with martyrdom. There is no evidence that this is true, and as far as we know, the Emperor Domitian, who ruled Rome at this date, had nothing against the Christians. Again, the tradition may have arisen to give Anacletus some posthumous, some posthumous honor. However, Domitian is known to have insisted at times on being addressed as Dominus or Deus, Lord and God. No Christian could have agreed to that. So there is an outside chance that Anacletus may have fallen foul of the emperor for this reason. Anacletus was traditionally buried on April 26 on the Vatican Hill, close to the red rock erected over the grave of St. Peter. So as far as what it says right here in the very last paragraph on the very bottom, even though it says there's no record of Anacletus being martyred, so where it says, I'm going to read this again. However, Domitian is known to have insisted at times on being addressed as Dominus in Deus, Lord and God. No Christian would have agreed to that. So there is an absolute chance that Anacletus may have fallen out of the emperor for this reason. So it looks like Anacletus was not happy on what the emperor had called himself, and so probably a chance that he could have faced martyrdom by being killed by the emperor. So, like I said, there isn't that much information about Pope Saint Anacletus. So who knows exactly what happened to him? Whether he was killed by the orders of the emperor, or probably just died as any ordinary pope of old age. But a lot of the earlier popes did face martyrdom, just like Peter, and including Linus, and of course many other popes that I will soon get into. Okay, so this was one short video. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future updates, and tell me what you think. Okay, this wraps it up for today on Pope St. Anacletus. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed day. Take care now. Bye.